start now. Because I wanted him to reawaken all of my heart. I wanted him to return me to the way I was before. I was the perfect warrior, cold and ruthless. I lived by my strength alone, uninhibited by foolish emotion. It will take more than that to stop me. You may have invaded my mind and my body. But there's one thing to say no with me.
That's my jam. Turn it up. What is going on, everybody? We are here. We're back for some more Pocket Mads action. This is going to be a little loud, so let me turn the music down. It's the Invitational. Number 3. I think this is our 3rd Invitational now. I do believe the first round may have already started. So let's get ourselves situated right into a game. Give me a sec. Let's see what we get on the screen here. Sorry, my tabs are all goofed up. All right, let me get set up here for Pocket Mads. Gonna be, again, kind of a smaller one today, right? Since it's an invitational. Looks like we had under 150. That does still mean I'm gonna need some people to stream today, though. So if you guys aren't streaming your games in Discord, I do see a whole bunch of people in Discord. So that's good news. Let's do this. We'll start off with what we always start off with, right? The homie Pock. We're rocking the Pock in. Close. It almost rhymed. All right. Looks like Pock is searching for a game now. Let me get set up here. See who he is facing off against. Quick reminder, if you guys are just tuning in, we're going to be live on Twitch and YouTube today. Make sure you guys are dropping those sub buttons over on Twitch. Or no, other way around. Drop the subs over on YouTube. And make sure you guys are followed up over on Twitch. We're going to be doing predictions tomorrow, which you need channel points for. Which you need to follow the channel to get your channel points. So follow the channel, get your channel points, and then tomorrow, start spending them. All right, I'm checking to see what's going on here. Pock versus Pam Nardo. Both opponents checked in. Here we go. I think they are... Never mind, they're not searching yet. I think he tabbed out. Pock playing Flygon. Yo, I love it. I love it. Pock kind of made a name for himself this season playing Flygon. So, super awesome to see him bring it back for the invitation. Getting the deck list loaded now while they search for their game. Should hopefully be just a sec, and here we go. Right, gameplay on the screen here. And this is round 1, game 1 of round 1. We are watching the homie Pock up against Pam Nardo. Pam, also a veteran to the tournament circuit. But I do feel like it's been a minute since I've seen Pam in action, right? Maybe you guys can agree with me on that. It feels like it's been a while since we've seen Pam, so glad to see she's back. Looking at Pawk's start here. He's got the balloon. He's got the Pokeball. I think you have to rip the Pokeball, right? I think you got to do it. Could be in a lot of trouble here. What are you doing? Very confused on why we wouldn't throw the Pokeball. What do we have for basics? 2 Trapinch and 2... this is not good. I don't like this. We see another Darkrai drop here. It's already going to be game over. Again, I'm very confused why we didn't throw the Pokeball last turn. Maybe we wanted to avoid a Sabrina, but even still, why not just throw the Pokeball? Get it out of your deck. Popsicle could come in and save the day here. Professor before the Pokeball. All right, now we're throwing them. I guess it's a good thing we didn't top deck a basic there, right? We still got use out of these Pokeballs. It didn't burn us really by not playing it last turn. That being said, still don't know if I like the situation we're in right now. Popsicle does hit. I think that's kind of a wasted Popsicle though, right? If we, well, I guess we didn't lose it, but potentially a wasted Popsicle. Because they are going to get the KO no matter what. Pop could still be okay here, though. We do have Fighting Energy coming up next. We already have a Grass Energy attached. So, to me, that is screaming. Uh-oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. Still kind of works, and Pam may have burnt their Sabrina. Let's find out. All right, so we go into the active. We didn't lose anything yet, actually, so that's kind of a good thing here. We're basically ready to go once we get our Flygon online. No sense in copycatting down to... Copycatting down to 2 cards. So we'll hold it. 6 cards left in deck. 2 of them are not Popsicle, excuse me. 2 of them are Rare Candy. Too many sweets in this deck. Popsicles, candy. What else? I guess that's it. And balloons. Popsicles, candies, and balloons. Way too much fun going on in this deck. Alright, that's going to be enough to get the KO here. What do we think? Are we going in? Do we go big Vibrava mode? I guess we do have a balloon on... Yo, the balloon going to come in clutch here. The balloon gonna come in clutch here. All right, check this out. We're going big. I don't know why I just thought the candy was important there. I forgot we were already Vibrava mode. Interesting choice. I think you gotta go in, right? Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe the way to play it is heal this... Goomy up so that they have to KO it. Part of me also thinks just go for it. I'd save the Popsicle almost, right? But at the same time, like, Popsicle probably not going to matter on Flygon. Maybe? I could be wrong there. Ugh. Burning it all. I think we're looking for a Cyrus. Not what we wanted, but it's what we got. 1 second left to hit the retreat. Never mind, I forgot we got rid of our balloon. If we wouldn't have got rid of the balloon there, we could have maybe hit retreat into the other Gumi. Going in for the sleep KO here. However, Pam did evolve. We're going to put Flygon in the active and get the first, like the first ping damage on Mega Altaria. The sandwich damage going out. Could very well be game over here. Kind of a rough start. I don't think Pam... No, Pam did use their Sabrina. So we are safe. We're not going to get Sabrina off the bench here. 4 cards left. Again, really just kind of unfortunate that we didn't find Cyrus here. I don't think we can win this now, actually. I don't think there's a way to heal out of the Altaria damage. Could be wrong, though. Maybe we attack and they don't have any more basics. I highly doubt it with this deck, but could be wrong. Could be the case. All right, so kind of like I was saying, unfortunately, worst case scenario coming true here. Maybe there's a way to win this still. Lily shows up. Man, if we had that popsicle still, imagine. I guess we'd still have to get 3 popsicle hits for it to work, but still, imagine. Mega Altaria is going to survive this with 10 health. Game 1 going to Pam. All right, well, let's get ourselves situated for game number 2. In the meantime. Guys, just a heads up, I do see you guys in chat. Big shout out to everybody who showed up this morning. We are running on a delay, so it's... Again, I see your messages. Kind of hard to reply directly to you, at least vocally, right? I can type to you. But, again, I do see your guys' messages. Just a reminder, though, we are on that delay. Starting off game 2 here. Hawk doesn't have a bad start. We've got our Gumi in the active. There's our Cyrus nice and early this time. Unfortunately, we didn't find any cards to get set up for an evolution the following turn. But we do have another Copycat and Professor in hand, so potentially can make a play here. Espeon not going to be able to attack here. Gumi is going to prevent that from happening. At least for one turn. All right, Professor goes out. We do find our Flygon. That second Gumi is actually kind of big there. Well, 9 cards left. We need an evolution. Quickly. They will. The good news, though, is they're going to have to put energy on Espeon to attack. Bad news is now it's ready to attack even with the other Goomy. See what we can do here. Again, we need a candy on the top deck or a big, well, you can't copycat at this point. I don't like it. Gotta be real, I don't like it. 8 cards left. I think all we've used is 1 Professor. Pokeball goes out. Which means Pam Nardo will sit with... Oh, never mind. 2 cards in hand. I was just trying to think how many cards are going to be in hand in case we do have to copycat here. It comes down to this. It's all or nothing. We have to hit the candy here or it's game over. 8 cards left. That'll do it. That'll be game. I shouldn't say that'll be game yet. We have a 2-card chance. This copycat has to hit 2 out of 2. Candy and Flygon. And it did not. It's 0 of 2. Damn. All right, well, rough start here for Pac. But you know what? I fully believe in him still, right? Sometimes that's right where you want to be. You lose a game, then you're riding that loser wave. I do it all the time. It's my favorite place to be. In the meantime, let's get ourselves into another game. Good handful of games still going in round 1. Round 1. Fight. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to see who's still going, who we can hop into. Javi's still playing. Let's hop in. I think Javi's about to start game number 2. Number 2. Could be game 3 also. Let me fully pull up Javi's game here and see where he is at. Javi versus Isabella. Isabella was playing... Ooh, they're playing another interesting deck this week. Okay. Okay, I like this. I like this. Very interesting setup so far. Isabella up a game currently. Playing... Well, let me get the deck list up and I'll show you. It's King Gambit. And, what's it called? King Gambit and Glamora. All right, deck list have been loaded here. Interesting choice on Isabella's deck here. They are running a one of the Spirit Tomb, and this is the Spirit Tomb where it's 2 colorless energy to attack, does 30 damage on that attack. However, there's an ability on the Pokemon. I gotta pull up the ability to make sure I'm reading it right, but it says, if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, do 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's basically that other Spirit Tomb where the attack is do 10 damage to everybody. This one's the ability. As soon as it gets KO'd, it does 10 damage to everybody. Interesting choice. I've been thinking, is there a world in which you could run Spirit Tomb with Mega Ray and get that AoE effect and then just snipe people out? All right, back to the game here, though. One good thing for Isabella, they are... Actually, I'm sorry. One good thing for Javi is the fact that he is running Meowscarada, does have type advantage with grass into, I guess, half the deck here. But we also have the Rare Candy Meowscarada sitting in hand, so we can start Flower Tricking next turn. See how Isabella chooses to play this. All right, Copycat in hand. I don't know if they like that. Maybe they do. I mean, honestly, you have a bunch of cards you could play down right here. Scarada going in the active. Going to attach to Ogerpon. Interesting choice on the Copycat there. But it worked. But it pays off. We do end up finding our second Meowscarada EX. I do think since Isabella's running a strictly one prize pointer deck, there's really no point in evolving into the other one prize pointer Meowscarada. So I would imagine that Javi does end up evolving into this Meowscarada. That's my thought. Might as well play it now. Damage goes out. 20 seconds left. And we're tricking the active. Well, I guess the one good thing here for Isabella is the fact that that Spiritomb is going to do an AoE effect after it does get KO'd. I'm a little late, but chat's saying Pox a few days early playing Flygon. Yeah, I agree, right? Pox deck's gonna probably become a lot more consistent once we see the new cards get added. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see the inevitable return of Flygon. Chad asks, how's Daisy doing? She's good. She's running around outside right now, but I'm sure she'll show up here in a little bit. I just gave them all dog bones this morning, so that's what she's doing. She's eating a dog bone outside. Looking at the game here, we do find our second Glamora. Boy, it would not be great to have to retreat and lose all of this energy, though. Kind of an interesting attack, though, right? I guess Bisharp can attack, do 60 damage, and then you swap into the bench. Open up some damage here on Meowscarada, put our Glamora back in the active. I do love the Glamora Scarf technique, or not technique, excuse me, tech. Just because it turns your Glamora deck from a 3 prize pointer deck into potentially a 4 prize pointer deck. Maybe even more. Alright, attack goes out. Again, let's see, does it count? Nope. No points. No points shall be awarded. And now this King Gambit is going to start hitting like a truck. Quick tab out here. Check the cards. Well, maybe Isabella doesn't have it. That's also a possibility. They didn't have it last turn. Unfortunately, no King Gambit there. Sorry, I was typing while I was watching the gameplay setup here. Not great. I don't think this is going to be good for our King Gambit player. Interesting choice to not Erica, but actually that does make sense. How much are we hitting for now? I'm going to pull up the King Gambit so I can remember the numbers, the damage. 60 plus. This attack does 40 more for each time your Pokemon have been knocked out during this game. Well, that's 3 KOs, which is 120 plus damage. So you're hitting for 180? As long as we don't get one shot here, we are good. Oh no. Okay, Poncho goes out, but again, we have to hit the evolution here. It's game over. That Ogerpon's gonna come in and clean house if we do not have it. Come on. Okay, there's a chance. Copycat from 3 to 3. Come on. All we need is 1. Come on. You're kidding. There we go. The king is here. Uh-oh, I would not have put that energy on. That's a misplay. Kinda, right? I guess it doesn't really matter, technically. Unfortunately for Javi, I don't think he can one-shot this, and I don't believe... No, he can one-shot this. Type advantage means we one-shot. All right, we're going to game 3. Energy placement there wouldn't have mattered. That wasn't a misplay. I realized they both had 4 energy anyways, so... or 4 combined energy, so... That 5th attaching energy the following turn would have clutched it regardless. But that'll be it. All right, well, let's get ourselves into game number 3 here. Soon as they have the gameplay or the game up, I will have the gameplay back on the screen. Quick reminder, guys, if you guys are just tuning in, you haven't yet hit that like button over on YouTube. Make sure to drop that like. We are waiting. Going second here. But we do start Ogerpon in the active. These could be bad. However, Isabella having to start with Pawniard in the active. All right, well, we do have a Fragrant Forest as well as a Professor here, so should be able to find some cards. I would probably actually hit the Copycat, considering that Isabella's hand is ginormous. Gimondo. There's our Sprig. Opting to attach to the active here, and we are going to hit this copycat, turning 2 into 5. Gotta be real, I don't really like where Isabella is sitting right now. We'll see. Suppose Isabella would be okay if they find Glamora, maybe hit the retreat into a Glamora, but you're going to be really behind on energy at that point, so we'll see. Well, full bench here, but it still doesn't look great. Copycat goes out. Unfortunately for Isabella, there's no X-Speed or Balloon. There's no way to retreat out of here in a meaningful way. All right, we go for the retreat evolution into Glamora. We do find our Bisharp at least. That'll draw us 2 more cards too. Not bad. At least we get something out of the hiking trail here. All right, hold on. Quality dipping a little bit. See if we can wipe it off.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Well, we don't find the right Masquerada here, unfortunately, so there will be no flower tricking. Only going to be able to hit for 60 energy here, which is not enough to clutch the KO. Glamora does not have grass type advantage, or weakness, excuse me. Problem here, though, is we still have to attach to King Gambit, I feel like. You've got to get him ready to attack. Second Bisharp going out. That is a... No, that is a poke. There's something there. There's something there. I think that's our second Lamet. The basic for Glamora. All right, Professor going out. We do find our flower trick here. Be interested to see where they actually go with this. Do they just KO Glamora? Do they go into the active with Masquerada and start trying to flower trick? Really not a lot of great answers here, unfortunately. They are going to opt to just attack and go for it. Okay. Well, let's see if we hit the coin flip here. Again, coin flip means no prize point, but we're getting one out of it. We'll get one. Do they go in with King Gambit? Yes, they do. Chances are, though, they are going to use the Night Slash on Bisharp to just get themselves out of the active. Boy, imagine this Bisharp attack was a 1 energy attack instead of 2. It would be really good. Obviously, the damage would have to change with it, but... Opting to attack, I think we're going to put in the Spiritomb, question mark? I would. I wouldn't want to give up a Glammet that's not evolved. The Spiritomb makes a lot more sense now that you're running it with this Bisharp, the Night Slash Bisharp that can put itself onto the bench. Again, it kind of makes it so that you sort of have to get through this Spiritomb. Opting to go in for, I would imagine, a Flower Trick here. Maybe not. Maybe they just attack. I feel like that's probably not the best choice, though. I think Javi might have this. I don't think there's enough damage here for Isabella to clutch the KO. One possible move for Isabella would be to go in with Glammet and just try to put some damage on there and hope that you don't get KO'd. Cyrus is an option, though, so, or is an inevitability. 2 Pokemon gone. That means we're only hitting for 140 damage, which isn't 180. One thing we could do is... Okay, hold on. What if we evolve? Yes, okay, here it is. Let's say, what if we evolve into Glamora? We hit the Night Slash. Get the KO on Sprig. I probably would have attached to the other other Bisharp there, but to each his own. Maybe not, because Glamora... No, this is smart. Glamora's got the 2 retreat costs. You can't let it get KO'd here. So maybe the plan is survive the hit, retreat out next turn, bing bop, boom bam. Geo in hand. So what we could do here is Giovanni and hit for 90 damage. It's going to come down to whether or not we hit this coin flip. All right, come on. Glamora, hit the flip. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Well, that'll be a 3rd prize point there. Imagine that didn't go off right there, right? Or the prize point. Bro, if that would have landed, that coin flip, we would have hit for 180 next turn. So, very, very close game. Very scary. Awesome round, though. Loved it. All right. I believe that's going to be our last game for round number 1. Not even believe. I know it is. Okay, we're just waiting on round 2 to get started here. Should be just a moment or so. In the meantime, let's pull up some standings. Maybe take a look at where we're sitting here. The right one? Sure is. Okay, round 2's up. Standings are up too, though. I wanted to take a look and see maybe if there's anybody standing out here. Top of the list. Ooh. I got one. Got one for us. Okay. Let me get set up here. Round 2 just starting. Players are just checking in. But I do think I have a good game for us. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is going to be for sure a good game. Two of my favorite players to watch here. I will work on getting the deck list loaded up. Should be just a second. Till everybody's matched up, paired up, all that good stuff. No way this fits, right? Oh, too big. Wrong deck. Let me get the right deck list loaded. Alright, the players are searching, so there we go. So we should have gameplay on the screen. So start of round 2 here. All right. Ash has a decent start. Are we going first or second? I didn't pay attention. We are going second. Up against Oricorio. Decent amount of item cards in Moonlight's deck, though. So maybe we... I mean, as long as we make it through this turn before they get a Tina on the field, that could be big. We could Pokeball block them and get ourselves set up in the meantime. Problem is here, though, we also don't really have a good answer for Oricorio. Chingling and Greninja pings are really the best thing we have. So maybe this isn't a great start. Might not even be a great matchup, to be honest. I think Moonlight might have like a good matchup against this deck list. But I could be wrong. Let's find out. They did drop their Indeedee on the field here, so we do have at least something we can ping and swing into. That's going to be big. That's what you're looking for right there. Having to attach our energy to Indeedee. Opponent did drop a Plains, though, so everybody's up to more health than they were originally at. A 90 HP Ori. All right, well, good news here is we can copycat Greninja, or excuse me, Greninja, then copycat, and hopefully find something. Let's see what we do here. Balloon going out on Indeedee. Indeed it is. Good play, I think. Turning 1 unusable into 4 brand new cards here. We do find ourselves a Cyrus and a Tapu Lele. Big turn. Big turn here. All right, let me think. Let me run the numbers. The fix is in. I was thinking maybe you should have pinged the Ori and then attacked for... Imagine this. You ping Ori, they put 2 energy on there. Never mind, I forgot there's an Indeedee healing it up. So that totally puts a wrench in my plans. Ay, ay, ay. Immortal Ori. All right, I'm back. Egg goes out in the active. We're gonna hit our second copycat. I swear there's a Mimikyu in this deck. I swear there is. Unfortunately, all this damage just gets healed off on Oricorio. Again, very rough matchup here for Ash. You know, if there was ever... I guess there's really not even a Tina on the field or in play yet, but I was going to say if there's ever been a Giratina player this last season, it's definitely Moonlight. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I gotta go shut my window. It's a million degrees here today. All right, I am back. Checking on the state of the game here. I don't know, things not looking so hot. Definitely a slow-moving game here. Ori's up to 110 health. Both our Ori's up to 110 health. These are literally Mega Oris. And both of them staying at full health, too. We are losing Lele next turn. Okay. Interesting choice. However, Moonlight can just retreat back and heal that one back up to full. Yo, this deck is annoying. Maybe it's just the matchup, but this deck is obnoxious. I haven't seen much of this deck this set. Felt like it had a moment last set, but this set it kind of... I don't know, it seems to have petered off a little bit. Moonlight definitely is... Moonlight reps this deck. Absolutely. Schmitty says, first game meta report. Or meta game data report, excuse me. Out of 135 players, only 8 are playing Sleep. I love that. I'll take those odds. And then, surprisingly, 4 players are playing Solgaleo. Solgaleo's a good Pokemon. It never stopped being good. I think we just, like, kind of got distracted by new cards. Stage 2s, too, are also kind of, I don't know. We're in a Stage 1 moment right now, right? This has been kind of like Stage 1's time to shine these last few sets, it feels like. This is the most insane matchup I think I've ever seen. So we're only going to be doing 30 damage against Ash's Indeedee. Ash is essentially keeping Moonlight in a forever, you'll never generate energy on anything like lock here. They just bounce back and forth and heal off the damage done with Greninja pings. What even is this? Ash also only runs... Yo, I think there's no way that Ash can win this. I do think that they are Ori locked. Insane game here. All right, so we heal ourselves back up to 120 on Indeedee. We have a free retreat on out of here. Gonna hit the Cyrus with Mimikyu plus Greninja pings. This should be a KO. All right, well, we blocked that first hit. However, Whomsteva, again, you've got to be careful with attaching. They are going to be able to one-shot you with Indeedee. Poncho on that benched Indeedee. So now the only thing we can do here is be Ori locked, I guess. Maybe not. Now that we KO'd one of their Indeedees, they're only healing for 20 damage a turn, which is going to allow for, and I think that's Moonlight's one Cyrus they play. Oh, never mind. See, this is why you don't attach 3 energy. Oh, no. Ripperino. Oh, no. The overattach lost it. Oh. All right, lesson learned. Careful what you're attaching to against Indeedee. Said against Mimikyu. All right, well. Game 1. Going to Moonlight. Moving into game 2 here. I do like that a lot of players showed up with a ton of interesting cooks this weekend. I think I've spotted a game for us to watch next round. Oops, hold on. Oh no, wait. Is this an auto loss? They didn't auto loss both games, did they? What happened? What happened? Moonlight. Oh, they did! Oh no! Oh no, rather unfortunate. Okay, well, I think Ash may have realized that this deck is like worst case scenario for them. Which again is rather unfortunate because Ash was undefeated. I think they took this deck last night all the way up to the finals of a tournament. Unfortunately, they didn't clutch it, but they still made it all the way to the finals. Mimikyu is also a good deck. Like, Mimikyu never left. I just think we stopped playing it.
The hell? Now what the hell?
Bro, I have seen some insane cooks this weekend. You guys really went to the kitchen for this final week of... What's the set? I even forgot what the set is. Everyday Wonders. You guys went to the kitchen. All right, let's find ourselves another game to hop into. Big shout out to Ash. Big shout out to Moonlight as well. 2 veteran players. Oh, no way. We have to put this one on. Siler versus Luchin. Sadly, they're in game 3, but let's get it going. We'll get it on the screen. Hold on one sec. It's like game 3, fairly new here. Siler playing Flygon. Yo! Let Flygons be Flygons. And he's playing a 4 energy Flygon. He's playing with Ori and a Pichu to include electric energy. And then obviously the fighting and grass type for the attachments. Bro, Siler cooks, always. Oops. I didn't realize there was sound playing there. Working on getting the deck list loaded up. I love the fact that we're seeing all these Flygon decks. Imagine it was next season. I hope Flygon cooks next season. I hope it cooks. All right. Again, this is game 3 here between Luchin and Siler. In round 2, both players up a game. Is this enough? 140 damage plus Karina. The Kariner. Problem here, though, is kind of where we're at with everything, right? It doesn't KO. Pak is going to do 10 damage at the end of this turn. He'll do 140 damage when he attacks. And then the following turn... did I say Pak? So used to Pak. Siler. Either way. Siler will be able to, I think, clutch this with Ori in the following turn. Which is nuts, right? The fact that we're seeing a Flygon deck. First off, tank a hit from Lucario. Second off... Yo, wait, what? Why did he do that? Oh no, bro just threw the game. Oh no. Why would we do that? Beyond lost why we did that. I'm confused what he thinks Luchin might have had, because Luchin doesn't have, like, Popsicle Tech. Maybe he thought he was just gonna get, like, socked out. Either way, this isn't good. This part not good, though. Well, it's a 3-shot now with Oricorio. Seven cards left in the deck. Luchin gonna throw a Professor. He does have X speed. He does have Rocky Helmet. He does have Riolu. Bro. What a bummer. Siler had it in the bag. I don't think there's a way around this. I don't know. I didn't see if Cyrus had been played yet, but even if a Cyrus has been hasn't been played, you're gonna need 2 of them. Oh, he does have 2 of them. Okay, hold on. Also runs a popsicle. But I think he threw the popsicle. Cyrus happening now. Bro, imagine we just attacked. All right, they do run 2 Cyrus. Oh, but Sock clutches it. It's over. I guess it was over anyways. The Lucario was in hand. Bro, what? Oh, no. I mean, shout out to Luchin, right? Both excellent players here, so. Luchin taking the dub. I think the problem was Siler was afraid that he was gonna get KO'd with like a sock or something. And I don't know. I really don't understand why we did that, unfortunately. Maybe he thought too, he didn't have Cyrus in hand, and if he attacks, he's gonna lose his Cyrus, and then he could get socked. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what the train of thought was, but Siler is one of the best players I know in the world. So like, something. He was thinking about something. That's all I know. Let's see what we have left here for this round. I think we've got a good handful of games left still. Nord versus Harion would be a good one to watch. Harion, I don't know if you're watching, but you should definitely stream your games. We could go back into who's still playing. Oh, I know what we're watching. Watch Crusher. Crusher it is. All right. One sec here, guys. Almost have the deck list loaded. All right, what's the score? Game 3 on this one as well. Hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back. And I brought a dog. I brought Dot. Dottie the house elf. Huh. Dottie the house elf. Dottie, what do you think? Dottie's a free dog. Say thank you, gave every dog his sock. Alright, let's see. Moving into the active with Meowscarada, we're gonna hit the flower trick. That's funny. You can see Dot in the bed. You can't see Daisy. Also, sorry guys, I do have a fan going in the background. Let me know if you can hear it. I am burning up, so I turned on a fan here. Hopefully you guys can't hear it, but maybe you can. If you can, let me know. I'll turn it off. If anything, you'll only hear it when I talk. All right, well, that is it, unfortunately. Breaking Tomb here, gonna clutch that one. End of our game 3. Fossil Man with the biddies over on Twitch. Thank you, Fossil Man. What is going on? Hopefully... Are you playing? I thought I saw you say yesterday you were gonna play. Uh-oh. Hold on, let's see. Fossil Man. I don't see you. Where are you at? Unfortunately, no Fossil Man, guys. That would have been a fun one. But he's here in chat. The legend himself. All right, I think that's going to be it for this round, guys. There's only like 3 games left. Let's do this. We're going to go and do a quick update on the standings. All right. Again, standings have been updated. Let's see where we're at here. This is after 2 games. Big Luch Dog sitting in 2nd place, or at least tied for 1st here. We just watched him play up against Flygon. Moving down the list here, Javi also sitting 2-0. Breaking Tumir with that Espeon Sylveon deck we just watched. Who else do we got? Arion sitting 2-0 with the Dene Roaring Moon. Interesting choice here. Let's take a look. So it is. What do we got? The Dene Roaring Moon. Let's pull the cards up. Interesting choice. I don't hate it. In fact, I kind of like it. Oops, didn't mean to click on that. Hold on one sec. There we are. Okay, going back to the standings. 2 games left. Going to the standings, what else do we got here? Again, just looking at the deck list, we have some interesting decks showing up this weekend. We've got Melmetal, also sitting 2-0. Love to see that. Solgaleo, back in action. Ooh, Berman with the Teacup Altaria. Yo, let's take a look here. And I've been saying for a minute, I think this deck actually has potential here. So we've got Altaria, Altaria Chingling. We already know what those 2 do. But then we have Sinestia, and Poltegeist. Sinestia has Hide. Flip a coin. If it's heads during your opponent's next turn, you're blocking the damage. I could see how that could be useful. The problem is this has 30 HP. So it's essentially a baby. But a baby that has a 1 energy attack cost. So I don't know how I feel about that. Another thing that kind of sucks here, Poltegeist is a stage 1. But the good thing about it is it does have an ability. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve it, you basically throw out a Mars effect every single time. So it'll drop your opponent, or basically it'll re-roll your opponent's hand and only give them the amount of cards based off prize points they have, right? If they have 3 prize points remaining, it'll be... I'm sorry, if they haven't taken any prize points, then they'll get 3 cards back. If they've taken a prize point, though, based off however many prize points they have taken, that's how many cards they're really going to come up with, right? I'm explaining that bad. It's Mars, all right? It's just Mars. Every time you play this or evolve this, you get a Mars effect. So this deck essentially runs 2 Marses' Eye. Also running a Kid's Room for the tool. What? Use a random tool card. Interesting tech here with the eggs and Kid's Room. I kind of like it, honestly, right? You basically force out the egg early on, and then it's like, you know what, go ahead, KO me. Very interesting. All right, well, let's see if we can get ourselves set up for the following round. Looks like we got 1 game left. I might take a 2-second AFK here while the next round starts up. So give me just 2 seconds and I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Just about getting ready for our next round here. Before we get started, guys, the expansion is dropping, or the next set is dropping this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I am going to be doing another pack battle with Rosie. Rosie and I are tied in our pack battle series. We've done 2 of them so far. I won the first one, she won the second one. So we're neck and neck. We're tied up here for Mega Ray. We'll see who manages to clutch the Mega Rayquaza pack battle. The Ruler of the Skies pack battle happening on Wednesday night, right after the pack goes live. Make sure you guys are subbed up to my YouTube channel as well as my Twitch channel for that. That's going to be happening on my YouTube, my Twitch, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And then after that, guys, it's going to be a lot of tournaments next week. I mean, it's going to be tournaments on tournaments on tournaments. Friday, Umbreon 99 and TDL are throwing a $100 prize pool tournament. It's going to be a best of one Swiss round, 1-day tournament, but I will be casting this tournament. And then the following day, I like how they cut my tournament off. That's real nice. The following day, the Dankest Cup happening at 5 p.m. on Mountain Time. I'm sorry. So 7 p.m. Mountain Time on Saturday and Sunday. This is going to be kind of like, excuse me, not even kind of like. I'm still running Pocket Mads that morning, right? So Pocket Mads will happen on August 1st. This is Saturday, Sunday. My tournament's going to be happening immediately after, not immediately, like an hour or 2 after Pocket Mads ends. We'll move into the Dankest Cup. So what the plan is on Saturday, again, things are going to go as normal for Pocket Mads next week. Right afterwards, though, we'll take like an hour or 2 break, and then we'll get into the Dankest Cup. I have a $100 prize pool as well as a $10 bounty on this tournament. The bounty, you guys are asking, well, what's the bounty? What's that? What's a bounty? New bounty prize, anybody running Mega Ray, the highest placing Mega Ray player in Top Cut will win a $10 bounty prize. I'm trying to encourage people to play the new Mega Ray. I want to flush out the new meta for Mega Ray as fast as possible. So in order to do that, I'm going to, put that bounty out there. So again, guys, you're heavily encouraged to run new cards in this tournament, especially Mega Ray. But again, we'll see who wins that bounty prize. It only counts if you're in Top Cut, right? You can't be in, it's not going to be the highest placing Swiss round player. So if Mega Ray ends up being a total flop and can't even make Top Cut, well, then I guess I'm going to be happier with my $10. But I have total faith that somebody will make Top Cut with Mega Ray. So either way, that's happening on Saturday, next weekend. Cannot wait. I will see you guys all there. We're 1 week away from that, but we're only a few days away from the set dropping, and I cannot wait for that. This game's still going. What else do we have? I know. I've got an idea. Hold on one sec. Let me pull this up. All right, here we go. What I wanted to pull up. These don't work. Okay, let's unfull screen this real quickly here. So I uploaded a video yesterday. You guys should go check this out. I think I will drop the link in the comments even. But go check out this video I uploaded yesterday. We are getting a new pity system to the game. I don't know if you guys saw that. But new pity system incoming. Again, if you guys want to go check out this video, it means a lot to me. Go drop a like on there. But we are essentially getting a new pity system where, I don't know, they haven't really given us the details of it yet. But it sounds like it'll be, I don't know, here's my guess, is it's going to be at the end of a 10 pack. Like if you do a 10 pull, your last card is going to be a 4 diamond or higher guaranteed. So, kind of cool. All right, let's do this. Round 3 started, by the way. Get ourselves set up here. Who do we wanna watch is the question. Let's see what we have in the Discord here. It's Tan playing. Tan-sama. Unsama. Perfect. Wait a sec. Didn't I say I wanted to watch somebody and now I'm brain farting on who I wanted to watch? Who was it? You guys remember? I did find somebody. We're gonna watch a Sol Galeo game. Sol Galeo. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't remember who it was. It was a Twitch streamer. Numatanale. What do we want to watch? Do we want to watch the Smeargle variant or the... Where's Tan-sama? Tan is 2-0, so let's watch this one. This one seems to be doing a little bit better. Two seconds, I will get this set up. Oh my god, of course he's playing against Luchin too. This was totally unintentional. I did not mean to play it, show another Luchin game back to back. We will watch from Tan's POV this time though, instead of Luchin's POV. Again, I really want to watch this Sol Galeo deck. So that's why we're doing this. What do you guys think? Is it Sol Galeo or Sol Galeo? I've heard people say Sol Galeo lately, and now I'm kind of vibing on that. Sol Galeo just is right as it seems. It doesn't have that flair on it when you say it. Sol Galeo goes hard. It goes hard. My other dog wanted to say hi. All my dogs are hanging out this morning. They all wanted to drop in for the invitational. All right, you want down? He doesn't hang out for long. All right, you're done. Checking to see what's going on here. Waiting on the players to check in still. Both of them. The round did just start though, so let's maybe give them just a sec here. There we go. Okay, now they're searching. We'll have gameplay on the screen here in just a moment. Quick reminder, guys, make sure you guys are liking the stream. Make sure you guys are subbed up to Maddie's YouTube channel. Make sure you guys are followed up over on Twitch as well. We are dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So again, make sure you guys are subbed up, followed up, and hype the stream up as much as you can. Drop that follow button, share it, do whatever you can to hype these streams up. Definitely means a lot. And here we go. First game in round 3 between Iluchin and Tonsama. Okay, starting off here, Grimer in the active, Cosmog on the bench. I have not played this Muck / Suicune variant of Solgaleo. Unfortunate, we take some damage from the Hitmonlee. But good news is, there is some good news. We've got good news, we got bad news. Good news is, bing, bop, boom, bam. It's candy time. Bad news is we've taken some damage here, and I don't know if that's great. If you hit the Rising Road, though, you go into the active, and you prevent them from getting another turn of Hitmonlee kick to the bench. Kick to the bench. What was that? You guys remember that song, that Dr. Demento song? Again, I'm showing my age here. Unk J. But do you guys remember that Dr. Demento song? Boot to the head. Loved it. That was a good one. It's like a 5-minute skit into that boot to the head song. Give them a boot to the head. Boot to the head. That's Kickly. Hitmonlee. I'm saying the German names now. All right, Soul Breaker going out here. Not bad. I think Luchin's going to have to evolve, and I mean, it's if Luchin evolves here, he's in a good spot. If he doesn't evolve, it's game over. Okay. I'm gonna do 90. Tonsama has to come up with his other Solgaleo. See, this is the problem with Lucario's. It's just like, the unstoppable force. Once it, oh, so close. I was gonna say though, once it like gets online, it's scary. Oh, hold on. Too little, too late. The metal core barrier won't matter. Let's see what we can do. Going in 120, it comes down to this. If they are able to... It's over. They don't have the card draw. Copycat, maybe? It would have to be a copycat into a Candy Solgaleo is the only way to win it. Riolu. Arena! Oh no! So he can go in and actually clutch the KO with just the Arena. Does he do it though? Or do you just go big? Interesting. He's gonna do it. Maybe. Maybe not. So he split the energy, but there's also no point in hitting for 140 this turn, so. Hum. Luchin, I mean, playing it smart. Played it down to one card. Comes down to this. 50 less damage from attacks. I think, actually, ironically, surprisingly, we still live if Luchin hits into this, right? As long as there's no Sabrina, but I think Luchin used it early, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, other Lucario going into the active. However, we have Sabrina in hand, so all we have to do is top deck it. We do survive. Come on. Cyrus happens. Which is game over. Say, is there a way to maybe Sabrina or Cyrus install with energy? But there is not. Luchin already at 2 prize points, so you can't even retreat into the muck. Can't even hide in the muck. All right, game 1 going to Luchin. I mean, Big Luch Dog sitting real good today. He is sitting strong. Round 3, he's already up a game. And he's sitting 2-0 in round 3. Currently undefeated. All right, here we go. Grimer in the active. Getting grimy with it. Let's see, is Luchin going first or second here? Going first this time. Energy advantage, I think, is important in this matchup. As it is in most matchups, but especially for Lucario players, I don't think they really get a whole lot of benefit from going turn 1. More card draw, maybe that's your benefit. Lucario does need the card draw, so. All right. Well, good thing we have a professor here. Rough. Rough go of things. Well, this will be a unfortunate energy placement. There's Lucario ready to go. Ay. Big copycat here too. Things not looking so hot for Tansama. Tansama! Hit him with the samurai voice. Maybe give him a little luck. Checking the standings here, just looking in the background while this match goes on. Our superior Heracross player showed up this weekend. Gotta have one. Gotta have one. All right, well, we managed to find what we need here. Dropping the muck evolution there, which prevents you from drawing another card. Kind of curious on why we did that. We don't have what we need. And we need to find it this turn. Well, things are looking pretty good for Luchin. He's been able to just sock his way through the entire field here. That'll be it. That'll be it, folks. Well, stiffening up here, I think. Does that block all the damage? I think it does still. Let's see if he goes in with Lucario. I'd imagine he's going in with Hitmonlee, which means we're setting up the Grimer play. Yeah, I think Big Luch Dog's got this one in the bag. This one's looking pretty wrapped up. Soul G. Soul Jeezy. So imagine we didn't put that Grimer down. That means we would have drawn into that card with the Suicune and would have been able to attack last turn. I almost wonder if that Grimer placement is gonna be like game winning, game losing, game something. You have to... Okay. I mean, we're stalling, so we're trying to find a... like our next card. The next card setup, I would imagine. We do have Lily, but again, it's just too little too late. You're hitting into a helmet. You're already going to be at under 140. It's Jove. Bon Jovi. Even with Metal Core, maybe with Metal Core it's enough. I'm trying to do my fighting math here, which, let's see. So we take 10 damage from the attack. That puts us down at 130. We're going to take 20 more from the helmet. Puts us down to 110. Lucario going to hit for 140 with 3 energy, plus 20 with the arena, so that's 160. Plus 20 with the bench, that's 180. Goodbye. Big Luch Dog sitting 2-0. Again, he is 3-0 in the entire tournament, but he swept this match 2-0. Looking very dominant with Lucario. I don't know. I don't hate it. What do you guys think? Do you guys like that triple Lucario evolution tech where you run double Mega Lucario with 1 attack buffing Lucario? I don't hate it. All right. Well, that is going to be it for that game between Luchin and Tansama. Let's find another one here if we can. Still a good amount of matches going on. One sec here, guys. Just looking for a match for us. Is Harion in the Discord? Leon! I see my homie Golfer is playing. Sorry for the dings. That's my bad. That was my bad. Give me a sec here. I'm getting a game on the screen for us here. If I'm not mistaken. This is game 3. Bear with me. I'll see if I can get the deck list loaded up. Moving on over to Numa Tonale, our other Solgaleo player here. I want to see if maybe Numa has any better luck. I also think this is like an insanely difficult matchup. I'm surprised that Numa was able to clutch a dub. Again, the Immortal Oricorio deck seems like it's tough to get around. Maybe not, though. I forgot we have Muck, right? And Muck disables your Oricorios. Totally forgot about that. So, well, this will be interesting to watch then. Let's see if we can maybe get some Oricorio disable action happening on screen. I'd love to see it. Going to retreat our Smeargle into Magirna.
Into Magirna.
Smeargle has the effect where... Let me pull it up again. Make sure I'm remembering it correctly. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active, you may look at a random supporter card from your opponent's hand. Use that effect of the card. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. Oh no. Not like this. Well, that's gonna bump Indeedee up to 80 HP, which is just outside of KO range. Unless we hit it with a red. Maybe there's a chance for a red here still. Let's see, are they going to Oh, they can't. It's electric energy up next, so they have to attach to Ori. Which means they're not attacking. We'll likely see the Bellow instead. Mars here could go hard. Or, excuse me, not Mars. I'm sorry. Red. Red could go crazy here. If Magirna is able to clutch the dub. Oh no, PCL, there's no chance. All right. Well, that unfortunately means that Magirna goes down next turn. But we do find a Cosmog. Okay, hold on. We have ourselves a game, folks. Smeargle going into the active. We're gonna draw some more cards. What do you got? Cyrus under the hood. Don't want to use it. I don't think he can use it. Well, we know there's a Cyrus. Unfortunately, Indeedee back to full health. I marked this right. Forgot it was game 3. Ori in the active. Oh, was I tripping? I don't know why I was thinking Numa was running Muck, but Numa does not run Muck, so I am absolutely tripping. I must be tripping. I must be tripping. Why not use that? Okay, you did. Never mind. Can he retreat into the other Smeargle now? There's no more cards, is there? Cyrus. Yo, that's crazy. Smeargle is fun. I like that. Interesting choice. But it's enough to clutch the KO. Fortunately, Numa does not have a prize point yet, so he has to find some sort of setup here. It's the second Cosmog. Just a heads up, guys. Numa is running a hand blocker, so that's why we see the cards being blocked down there. Well, one energy on the left, Cosmog, 2 on Magirna. This will be Corndog's second prize point. All right, locking back on the game here. Magirna at least has the barrier on. Come into my area. I'm going to have to barrier. Come into my area. I'm going to have to metal core barrier. It's enough to survive an Oricorio hit slash... Oh, no, not the lucky pop. Oh, no! If the lucky pop's off here, it's over. Okay, hold on. That's the only... No, that's not the only popsicle. It's over. Ha. Gotta be real, I don't like it. I don't like it. Planes goes out. Tina coming in. With the planes, that puts Tina outside of KO range, even with a red. Unless we field blower. Okay, hold on. There's a chance. Soul Jeezy. We're gonna hit the candy. Go into Soul Galeo. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think we know they have Cyrus in hand too, right? I think it's cooked. Tina gonna hit for 130, dropping Soul Galeo down to 40 HP. Ooh, okay. Lele. However, we have 2 energy on. Yeah, you gotta do this. Gotta do this. Okay, hold on, there's a play. We know they have Cyrus. You can't... Ooh. I think... That's back to 1 energy. I was gonna say you can't have 2 energy on Soul Galeo, or you're cooked. They can Cyrus you in. They're gonna hit for 60 damage. Magirna. Hold on. There's still a good shot at winning this. Yo, Numa is playing his mind out right here. Or playing out of his mind. Goes into Soul Galeo. Why? Why though? Why do we do that though?
Now, what the hell is going on here?
I'm rather confused because that's all of your cards. Is there some sort of supporter that we need to play this turn? Then, wait, what? What the heck? Why did we do that? Why did we do that, chat? Why didn't we just attack with Magirna? I think he knows it's Jovi, unfortunately. Is there any way of playing this into round 30 and tying it? Game 24, or round 24, I'm sorry. Round 24. Turn 24. I can talk. I'm good at it. Oh, why didn't we attack? Alright, well, that is it. Game 3. Going to Corndog. That's my dog. That's my dog. Big shout out to the dog. But also, big shout out to Numa as well. Numa, one of the better players in the world. Rough game, that game, but he's still one of the better players in the world. That's a rough matchup. All right, let me see. Just getting everything lined up here. I think there's one game still going. So let's get ourselves set up for next round. Interesting look at the standings here. So we've got Parion still sitting 3-0 with this Dedenne Roaring Moon deck. Let's take one more look at this. This is kind of a crazy deck list here. So it's running Dedenne, double Zero Aura, a Roaring Moon, an Oricorio, and that's it. No energy generation other than the Zeras. You do run an Electrical Cord, double Cape, Helmet, Balloon. There's a lot of tool cards here, but you need it for Dedenne. Sabrina, Cyrus, Pokeball, Copycats. I mean, that's it. It's very standard, but it's putting in work. Let's take a look at the matches and see what all he's beaten. Suicune Baxcalibur, Mega Altaria Chingling, and a Hydreigon Mega Absol. Okay. All decks that I'm glad that it won against. Let me look here. So there's no Stadium, only 2 Capes. We can only bump our Dedenne up to 140 HP. Somehow this works. All right, we got maybe a couple minutes here until the next round starts. I need 2 seconds, guys. I will be right back. I'm back. I found a wild daisy, too. Come on, Daisy. Want to say hi to everybody? No? Oh, you're mad. She's tired. She wants to lay down. Okay, we'll put you in your bed. How about? Get on in there. Hop on in there. Alrighty. Well, we are just waiting on this last game to finish here. One more time, here are the standings. We'll kind of scroll through here and see what's working. Hisui and Gudra, I missed that. Glad to see that one's in the tournament doing well. Our superior Mega Heracross player also sitting 2-1. Ready. The Poltegeist Mega Altaria deck sitting 2-1 as well. A lot of not bad 2-1er decks. I kind of like it. Again, we are just waiting on one last game here between Brago and J Phenomenal. I've got a game for us next round. We're going to watch the homie, Golfer MT. One of my favorite players of all time. Let's throw this up. He's stunting on us, too. Let me show this real quick. I'll show you the screen he's sitting here waiting on. He's like, hey, take a look at this. Top 100. Almost, I guess. Almost top 100. 4-game win streak. Playing, assuming he's playing the same deck. In ranked. Let's take a look here. I'll pull up the deck list. There's the deck list. Playing Vaporeon, Milotic. We have... Alright, that's it. Last game is now completed. Working on getting into round number 4. I think it's going to be a short weekend this week, guys. I think there's only 5 rounds today. Kind of a short weekend. Alright, guys, next round is up. Let's get ourselves set up here. Sorry, I am mostly set up. We're just gonna get the opponent's deck list set up. And wait for them to start. Oops. Alright, let me get this off the screen. Sorry, you guys don't need to see that. Top secret information. we go. Okay, so last time we watched this player, I feel like I was saying the name wrong. I think it's McLeod? McLeod or McLeod? I hope I'm saying it right. Probably not, but I'm trying. Okay. No Wally, but that's all right. Rocking the cape. Gotta do it. Good. I mean, honestly, it's a great thing that he put that cape in the deck because it just prevented him from getting a one-shot game over. Didn't even get to play the game KO. Kind of a rough start here for Golfer. Gotta be real. I don't love it. One good thing, though, he is going to be able to get my Lodic up and ready next turn. We'll get the energy going and maybe make some plays. But that turn 1 Feebas in the active, no Wally, was not great. Okay, Feebas. Down to 20 HP. HPs. Bro is not having a great first game here. Let's see, chance for a recovery, question mark? Obviously, we'll get ourselves charged up here, but still not going to be able to attack this turn. Let's see what happens. You know, sometimes when you start a game with really bad luck and your opponent has really good luck, sometimes those roles reverse, right? Let's see if this happens here. Yeah, so forget what I was saying. That was all just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And we're in trouble here, because if we attack, we KO, that's it, that's game. Copycat for 3, maybe. Okay, hold on, not total game yet, but hot diggity, this ain't looking good. Ugh. Ugh. Well, oh wait, we don't KO. Okay, hold on, but it doesn't matter. I forgot with Furfrau, he was gonna survive with 10 HP due to the fur coat. We do find Feebas, we do have Wally in hand. So maybe we can make another play here. What that play would be, I don't quite know, but maybe we can make it. Problem here is, well, hold on. So we could save the Wally and go for a copycat instead. There's Vaporeon, never mind. Okay, big. Here we go. Exactly what we needed and right when we needed it. Yes, I think that's the play. Vaporeon should survive as long as, I don't want to even say it, but we should survive here. I think you got to do it. Hit for 80. Frozen Flow. What you know? Come on, bro. Unfortunately, they have an air balloon on, and it's going to be a free retreat back into Mega Sceptile. Kind of confused why we did that. We should have just hit, right? That's all right. I mean, it honestly wasn't going to make a difference. I understand why he tried to do that is because Sceptile does discard an energy when it attacks. So there is that chance that they put it in on... Oh, man, there's the field blower too. Again, if he was to Sabrina it into something that didn't have energy, and that's game over. All right, he needs a much better game 2 here because that was rough. McLeod, MC up a game. I don't know. Chat, what's the over-under? How do we say, how do we say his name? McLeod? McLeod? Okay. Looking a little better here. Also going second, so we will have energy advantage. I think that's kind of big against Trico. Trico's one of those, or I guess Sceptile, excuse me. Sceptile is one of those decks that likes having that early energy advantage. And Trico in the active, not great, but he does run double Trico, so there's no... Oh, okay. Balloon also. Again, just another amazing start here, I guess. Not a bad start for Golfer himself, though. Okay, never mind. It's Cheeks. Well, I mean, we need the Feebas set up early. We need that early. Without it, it's just not great. One good thing, though, that we do have available next turn is Golfer could put in Vaporeon EX and start making MC have to bounce around and maybe not be ready. Well, I don't know. This just whole thing is just not great. Okay, hold on. Wait, maybe it is though. Watch, because you go like this. There's Wally too. Not bad. Fortunately, nothing to put. Oh, hold on. Pokeballs to the Wallace. We'll play on words there. We do find our Chenpowski also. Frozen Flow, what you know. Unfortunately, we didn't find our Feebas, so that's what I know. Well, that is one positive right there. Is we just took out the one Greninja setup. Trico goes in, but they do have that free retreat on the Trico. Vaporeon survives the hit, can counter with 90 damage. Could also go for a Sabrina hit, but I don't think you're going to want to do that. I think you have to just attack in the active. We've got to find us a Feebas this turn. If we find a Feebas this turn, forget about it. Everything but a Feebas. Bruh. What is this game? Still hope, I think. You just have to find a... You have to top deck into a Feebas so you can Wally next turn. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. 90 damage goes out. This will put Sceptile down to 120. Problem is they could just retreat, get the KO with the... Well, I guess you don't want to do that because she'll be at 0 energy then. Scary, scary. Again, it's going to come down to a top deck. Oh, no way. He's going to hit the second Sceptile. Doesn't have energy for it, though, so I don't know exactly where we're going with that. The longer you wait, the worse it gets. You kind of just have to... I guess even if you don't attack, you're okay here. Vaporeon does get KO'd to poison damage, so you could actually set up... Oh, this is big. You could set up energy on the bench here, since you don't have to attach and attack this turn, and basically get 2 Sceptiles ready to go. Let's see what happens here. No way for... No, I shouldn't say that. Hold on. Oh, no. Down to 1 card. Ah! Golfer has 7 cards left in hand. Ugh. Cape is big. Cape is what you need. Oh, no way. He gets this. No way. Yo. Okay, so we survived the hit, and then we snipe him out. There's no Sabrina in McLeod's deck. All we have is the Trail. Copycat for 3 cards. That should be almost the rest of the deck. There's 1, maybe 2 cards left. Won't matter. Golfer MT's gonna win it. The poison damage won't go off. Here we go. Insane game. I mean, he was on the back foot the entire game, and he still managed to pull the dub out. We're going to game 3. Wouldn't have it any other way. All right. Gameplay on the screen here, or will be back on the screen in just a sec. McLeo ID. Yo, it's probably McLeo. It's probably McLeo. It's definitely, I mean, that's what I'm calling him now, is McLeo, for sure. 2,000%. Game 3, starting off, we've got Eevee in the active. McLeo also having to start. Trico in the active, going first again. Didn't work out so well for him last game. Let's see if it's any different this game. We're starting pretty good once again. Full house, in fact. Dropped it down to 2 cards. Let's see what Golfer can do. And this time, we are starting off with the Professor in hand. Okay, yo, okay. We've got a game here. Yo, we've got a good game right here, too. This is going to be big. Let's see. Energy going on. The active Eevee will bite for 30. Take a bite out of that. Should have Vaporeon ready to go the following turn, as well as a 1 energy Milotic ready to rock. I mean, Golfer looking exponentially better this game than he was his last 2 games. So let's see if that makes any difference. Again, Karma can get you in this game. I just said it, I think, at the beginning of last game, where just because you have a great start this game, it usually, sometimes it counterbalances itself out later on. Like, Karma comes to get you. Speaking of Karma, this is going to be big. A huge 4-card copycat coming back for Golfer after he plays it down to 1. Pokeball, that's big. We need the other the other Vaporeon, excuse me. All right, so he's warming it up. Come on. Hands in the air for Golfer. What do we got? I don't think that's what you want. I don't think that's what you want. We'll see. There's time, though. Going with the Sabrina play here. It's going to be enough to take out Pheromos, the Hosa with the Mosa. Well, trying to think how we play this here. So we put the Trico in the active. That tells me we don't have... McLeo doesn't have the evolution, is what that's screaming to me. We lose our training area, but to be expected. Again, the good news is Vaporeon can start bouncing everybody around here. And oh, there is Sceptile right there. Well, I think actually Golfer wins. Because we're going to get the KO on the active. We have we survived the hit. Oh, that's huge. Oh, my lord. Oh! What do we do now, though? Dead Pokeball, I believe. Okay, we have to put the EV in. I think that makes sense. This actually makes the most sense. Because Chen can just go right into the active and attack right off rip. We're going to have so much energy that we'll be able to move however much we want onto Chen right into the active. All right, so again, we attack. We survive the hit from Mega Sceptile, counter with a Sabrina play, and I think it's Jovi. Oh, no way, he had to put the Furfrou? Wait, why are we going Furfrou on the active? Small balloon, that's why. Furfrou is going to survive the hit, I just realized. So we can't actually one-shot it. Now that we lost our training area, we cannot one-shot the Furfrou. We have to get Chen on the field ASAP. I think Golfer, again, wins it regardless here. Just based off the fact that the best case scenario is... I mean, look at this. Vaporeon's going to survive the hit. If there's no evolution, it's not looking good. Do you Sabrina or do you attack right into Sceptile? I almost think you attack into Sceptile. Okay, getting rid of the balloon. Frozen Flow. What you know? The energy mover. Okay, hold on. Going in with Milotic, and we are going to... See, I don't know if I like this play, though. Now we're one ping away from getting, like, bing bang boozled. I will say, though, if we manage to hit the sleep here, it's GG's. Nothing you can do about it. Coming down to a coin flip. Still, I think we're good, though, right? We go back into the active with Vaporeon. We hit the Sabrina effect, and there will be nothing to tank the hit, question mark? Uh-oh. What's it gonna be? The attack goes out. There's no Greninja. Elegant Cape. That's actually kind of big. Oh, it's game over. It's over. What am I talking about? He survived it. I was thinking, too, that he was going to evolve the Greninja and be able to survive the hit, but there is no way to survive it. It's game over. Wow. What a game. Just got to wash out some energy onto the active, and we are ready, Freddy. Dang. Well, hot diggity. Golfer MT taking game number 3. Did not mean to rhyme there. That was unintentional. Congrats to Golfer. What a game that was. What a showcasing. Hot damn. Let's see who is still playing here. Psychode, what are you playing this week? Lucaria, we'll hop in here. All right, give me a sec. Getting the deck list loaded up here. Should take me just a moment here. We've got Psychode playing Mega Lucario up against the opponent. I'm not even going to say the name. That's hilarious, though. Honestly. Up against Mr. F, we'll call him, I guess. I don't know. Op conceded. Is that game 3? Maybe I didn't even have to put it on the screen. Ding, ding, ding. Sorry, that's me, that's me, that's me. Ding, 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 ding. Sorry, that's me. All right, well, that was game 3 going to Psychode, I guess. That's the Psychode. Let's see what else we have going on here. Well, they're dropping fast, guys. I'm trying to find us a game, but I don't know if it's going to happen in time. Oh, why is this not on the screen? I'm trying. Hold on. Hopping right into it. Boom. Up against... So it's Great Tusk up against Sui Bax. Both players sitting 1-1. It's Hockey versus Frog EX's Fab. Okay. All right, Hockey's deck list on the screen here. This is game 3, by the way. So whoever wins this one takes the cake for all the marbles. All the Marbellas. I would maybe play some cards here, question mark? All right, let her rip. Oh, big hits. 60 damage going out. That's massive. Absolutely massive. Well, they find one of their Baxcaliburs, because of course they do. Furfrou survives the hit. I think you just go in, question mark? Not sure about dropping that, or that. I guess it doesn't matter, right? You might as well. I am wondering, though. Maybe not that space. You don't want to bench lock yourself, I feel like. But at the same time, YOLO. Maybe do it. Because just put as much damage out there as you can and then finish with Koraidon. 40 seconds left. We're going to hit the Copycat. 2 unusable into 4 brand new. There's a Sada. Karina. ECL even. And I think we're going to go for the retreat and get the guaranteed KO here. We do take some unfortunate damage across the board. Well, the Furfrows don't, but the other Great Tusk does. We do have a PCL in hand still, and we're still outside of Chen Pao KO range, so not the end of the world, I would say. Problem here, though, they just found that other Baxcalibur, so now they're going to be able to rapid-fire Chen Pao's. Let's see if they decide to do that. They could hit the retreat. Ooh, that is massive. All right, hold on. But we might be able to find it and get it all back. Again, good news here is the fact that Great Tusk does survive this hit. I think you saved the Sabrina. Save Sab. Throw that Professor. See what you got. Kind of sucks that I think you lose your back row Great Tusk, but maybe not. Hold on. Yo, I think you have to hit Professor. Hit it and get a Koraidon. You got this. To the moon. You attack too. You're going to put it down to 70 HP. They do have a PCL and bump it back up to a hundo, but that's okay. We have Karina and Arena. Oh, massive, massive plays here. Okay, You have to do it. Do it. Strike him down. I don't think that Hockey has used a Cyrus yet. Seen too many games at this point, I don't remember. They are going to be able to chain fire Chen Pao's. We'll see if that's what they decide to do. I would guess they go in with... Because you don't win by hitting with the Chen Pao once, right? So 3 prize pointer deck at this point, and you have no prizes. You more than likely are going to see them retreat into Suicune. And... Oh. Bumped up to 80. Still not enough. Suicune does come into the active, and it is going to get a KO on the Great Tusk. Still in not great shape here, I feel like. That play right there actually just saved their butt, too. That saved their bacon. Okay, how do we play this? How do we play this? You go in with Great Tusk, obviously, right? Oh my god, this is close. Sada. Sada. You might need that. Next turn. No, it won't matter. Oh no! I think we need a Koraidon right here, right now. Right here, right now. I needed a Koraidon. to appear in front of me. Hitting for 130 with Karina Arena. Be a 50 damage addition to the 80 done by Great Tusk. You gotta do it. Let her rip. Let her fly. Again, the good news here is it's a 3 prize pointer deck. They only have 1 prize point, and there's no way for them to get 2 prize points in 1 turn. Can they clutch the prize point on your Great Tusk next turn? Absolutely. Four cards. 4 cards left in deck. Bro, I think it comes down to a Cyrus and then coin flips. Like, I think we have to hit the Cyrus and then coin flips. Sadly, 1 energy short on Hockey's end here from being able to hit the Koraidon. Field Blower probably taking away the arena. Right. 130 on the active. Again, 1 Cyrus is all we need. It's Cyrus, good virus. Can you Sabrina and survive? I think so. I think you can Sabrina survive. They've got to go in with Baxcalibur. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I think you have enough energy still. Or am I wrong about that? Oh no, they had the boat on. And they already had 1 energy, so that's a free retreat, right? Yep. All right, close game. Very unfortunate there for Hockey. Fab. Congrats to Fab. Moving on with Baxcalibur. 1 game left here in the round. Let's take a look. I think it's 7 Earless. Fearless versus Einstein. Let's take a look. Wait, what's going on? Yo, everything better be good, right? Is everything good? Okay, everything looks good. Dang, Ziggo on a 20 stream streak. There goes my boy. Let's go. All right, guys, let me clear the board here, see what else we have going on. I think there's 1 game still happening between... I froze midstream. Quite weird. Well, I don't see like any dropped packets or anything, or dropped frames, excuse me. I don't know. I guess chat, let me know if it happens again. Looks like it's okay now, though. Come on, guy. Hit the button. Okay, gameplay on the screen. This is the last game in the round. Gonna be 5 rounds today, and we are on round 4. Just about to end it. So, 1 more round to go after this. Sorry guys, I don't know if I'll have time to get the deck list loaded on this one. Trying. Had some stuff going on in the background. All right, deck list have been loaded. Is that it? That is it. That do be it. Einstein clutching the dub there. Big shout out to both players. Always a pleasure getting to watch 7 Earless, or Fearless. It's technically Fearless, but inside name is 7 Earless, just like it's Jaden Kest. Just kidding, it's Jay Dankest, but the joke name is Jaden Kest, right? That's my cousin's name, is Jaden Kest. Let's see. So that was the last game of round number 4. We'll have round 5, the final round, starting here in just a moment. Take a look here and see what we have available to watch. All right, boom. Okay, let's see. Pairings are up. Or not pairings, I'm sorry. Standings are updated. Here's what we're looking at. A lot of Suicune in the top undefeated half here. Harion? Tied it. Okay, ended up tying a game there. Maruchan. Ooh. Okay, hold on. What else do we got? Like, we just lost a bunch of our streamers here. Psycho's sitting 3-1. Lucian also sitting 3-1. Zilla's in here. I think Zilla's still here. Zilla, where'd you go? All right. Zilla's here. Let's see. Bing, bop, boom, bam. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, I think we'll go with Zilla here. Let me get the stream going. Looks like they are searching. Zilla sitting 3-1 up against... Who are they playing against here? Okay, well, up against Lucario. Let's take a look at the matchup here. Go, game one. Lined up, right? Game one, round 5. Let me get the deck list loaded up here. We've got... Oops. Get the deck list first. We have... Who do we have? We have Caviar playing Lucario. We have Zilla playing Meowscarada. Sekiro has been swearing by Meowscarada, so... Let's watch it in action here. Little goofy on the sizing here. Boop. There we go. Alright, you want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. Alright, Daisy's crying. She wants to say hi. Hello. You want to watch? Yeah, it's Meowscarada. You don't like cats? Say you wish it was Puppy Pile instead? Well, Lucario's kind of a dog, right? Is that who you're rooting for? Daisy's rooting for Lucario. She says, get this cat off the screen. I could just paint Daisy blue, and she'd be like a Lucario. More like a Riolu, though. Huge start here for Zilla. Flower Trick right into Meowscarada. I'm sorry, Rare Candy into Meowscarada, but then we're gonna Flower Trick, I would imagine. You know what? You don't even have to Flower Trick. I suppose you could go... Huh, how do we do this? How do we do this? Why not Flower Trick the Riolu? They do run an X speed, so I guess that might not work. Maybe you don't want to do that. Tough call here. One good thing, though, is you did find a Meowscarada, Ogerpon, and Professor. So if somehow they can find the other Rare Candy, get into the other Meowscarada right away, they're pretty much good to go. They will survive the hit from Riolu as well. And if there's no evolution from Caviar, they're in trouble. Ooh, Arena goes out. Arena Karina, I think is still not enough, but wouldn't be pleasant to be hit by Arena Karina. $110 damage. Ooh, nice. Okay, find the forest. I mean, it's not going to find his cards, but it's going to bump the arena. Hit the forest. Nothing left. Go for the Professor. Let her rip. It's huge. With over half the deck left, they find both their Meowscaradas. Got a sacrifice here, hitting for 80 damage in the active. PCL goes out. Trying to think, can you clutch the KO with just Riolu? I don't think so. I think Ryolu only hits for 40 damage. With no Arena, not going to be able to hit that EX and get the dub. Gonna split the energy, though. Meowscarada going down in the active. We do have our benched one almost ready to go. Just have to hit that Rare Candy evolution. One problem here, though, is it's a Sabrina and it's over. Okay. Good cards for us. Let's see what we do here. Could split the energy. I feel like maybe that's a bad idea, though. Probably just go 80 damage and try to hit as big as you can. Do it. Okay, Mega Lucario down to 60 HP. Meowscarada gonna survive the hit. Sabrina wins it, though. This is game 1 in the final round here. Damage goes out. Is that not it, though? No Cyrus. They retreat. If you just Flower Trick the active and stall for a turn. I think, yeah, attach to Ogi. Ogi, ready to go next turn, and then you can just trick the active, which prevents them from retreating into the active. Or not. No, actually, maybe not. I don't know. I guess this is good, too, because it prevents them from sitting on the bench. But problem here is if they have Karina, I think you're done. No, you survive. Oh, no, I think Zilla's got this. I'm doing my math wrong. Did they already use Karina this game, too? Everything's melding together. I think they still have a Karina. I think they only use the arena. Either way, that's game. Game 1 going to Meowscarada. Is it just me, or do you guys feel like Meowscarada is... what's the word? It's like, it's scary to play as the whole game, and then just all of a sudden, it's like things kind of fall into place and you win. But it still feels very scary to play as, like, most of the game. I don't feel like a sense of comfort for the most part. Unless it's like, all right, I found my Meowscarada on, like, I went for turn 1, I don't even know. That's not even a comfort zone. I just don't feel comfortable in the deck ever, I feel like. Sitting in the active with a Sprigatito and 60 HP, that always feels scary. Not saying the deck's not good. It's definitely good. It just, like I said, it feels It makes me feel uneasy the entire game. Every time I play it, every time I watch it. All right, Sock in the active. Good news for Zilla going second. I think it's good news in the sense that Lucario loves going first. Bad news in the sense that we don't find anything for card draw on Zilla's end. There's the cape. I said I don't feel great about any of this so far. Never mind. There's the candy. Life is dandy. I think you can Flower Trick here pretty safely, considering Sock has a 2 retreat cost. That's kind of the weakness to Sock, is the fact that you kind of lock yourself in the active sometimes. And right here, this might not be a good time. Other Pokeball, that means we're going to find our other Riolu. So we could always just drop that one and attach to that one instead. We are going to lose the one on the bench. Never mind. It survives, but. But it will take 70 damage, and, oh boy. Oh boy, this is gonna hit for 70? 80 damage! Damn! Sock it to him, baby. Alright, there's the forest. That's kind of good news in the sense that we at least draw a card here. Thin it to win it. Tough call. I don't think you really throw a copycat at this point. You've got Cyrus and Geo in hand. You do need that other evolution, but YOLO McDolo. Kind of surprised we didn't evolve there, right? Couldn't you evolve into Floragato that turn? Am I tripping? Am I tripping, or was that a misplay? Poncho goes out, and that's going to block the damage. Ah. Wow. Zilla just getting straight countered this game. Well, good news. Still stuck in the active with Sock. Hum diddy dee 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 hum. Hum diddy hum. What can we do? Too bad there's not double Geo in the deck. Interesting choice, but I think this is a smart play. For all that, Poncho is just like messing things up. Again, too bad we don't have double Geo here. Giovanna on Hitmonlee would win the game. But it's going to be a 2-hit on Hitmonlee. I don't know, scary. We're gonna see if it matters. I think Arena. We already used Karina this game. Did we bump the Arena this game too? And we took out the Lucario, so we took out all the damage modifiers. We took out all the damage modifiers. Well, I'll be okay. But what do you do now? Like, now what? You have no other basics. You have a cape? Oh! And an Erica. No way. Okay. Hold on. So you retreat, hit the Ogi, cape it up, but they probably have a Cyrus, right? Let's be real. They probably got the Cyrus. Alrighty, game 3 it is. Oops, let me get that off the screen. Sorry, I had a text come through. All right, here we go. Going first can be. Say going first can be really good for, you know, Scarada. Not like this. Cry for help. This is a cry for help. Unfortunately, there's no sort of like X speed or retreat reduction, so we are stuck. Well, Caviar could be stuck here too, right? Riolu in the active isn't always great. The good news is, oh no, we're putting a Poncho on right off rip. And we are hitting with the EX one, so it's gonna hit for 40 damage. Yikes. Not great here. Do you cape the Ogre Pawn? Or do you just let it go? Part of me just says let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And then cape the Florgato. You Florgato. You can technically win this with a double single prize point Meowscarada hit. The double hit does take it. Well, we land the KO here, but could see a Meowscarada dub. There, well, that's a candy. We don't need it, but Sabrina, if you know what I mean. Hot diggity, that is unfortunate. Caviar taking the dubs there. What a set of games that was between Meowscarada and Lucario. Two very strong decks, right? Lucario is, once you get that 3 energy on there, it's terrifying, right? It's just legit terrifying. Let's see what's still going on. There's only 2 games left. I'm sorry, there's 2 games left. Let's take a look. I think we can at least watch the end of this game. All right. This is Moonlight versus Valden. 2 of my favorite players. Oops, let me get the deck list finished loaded up here. Sorry. Totally forgot. Should be enough time. Let me see. Op conceded. Uh-oh, is that game 2? Game 3, I mean? Game 2 for Moonlight. All right, guys. I think that is it then? Question mark? Yes, it is. All right. Well, let's take a look at some stuff here. I'm gonna go over, update the standings real quickly. And then we can take a look. Okay, well, here we go. Let's take a look here after 5 rounds. Again, today it's a smaller tournament. Since this was an invitational and it was invite only, it was a smaller turnout. We're only gonna do 5 Swiss rounds today, which means we're done. But that's okay. We needed a short one. Let's take a look at these standings and kind of see how everybody finished this on day 1, I guess. I shouldn't say finish this weekend. This is just day 1. They're coming back tomorrow for Top Cut. But after day 1, we're looking at Suicune Baxcalibur, Zoroark Mega Sableye, Miraidon Magnezone, Greninja Mega Sableye, Mega Lucario Igglybuff. You're kidding me. Sleep Lucario? No way. Absolutely crazy. I'm hearing stuff go off on Twitch. Mr. Ponglinus? Mr. Ponglinus? Mr. Ponglenus? Is that what it is? Mr. Ponglenus? Thank you so much for the bits. Posture check? Or the cheers. You're right, posture check. Chest out, head up. Now I am casting like the Terminator. Get down if you want to live. Alright, let's get serious though. Going back to our top 10. Again, Sergio in first place with Suicune Baxcalibur. Second place was Sleepy Pete, Zoroark, or playing Zoroark. Grottolo with Miraidon Magnezone. Hasalf playing Greninja Mega Sableye in fourth place. Fifth place going to Moyai with that Sleep Lucario deck we just checked out. Megma Chocolate coming in sixth place with Suicune Baxcalibur. Below that, we have PGX Evan playing Miraidon Magnezone in 7th place. Wind Up Bird Maitya playing Mega Sceptile, the top placing Mega Sceptile player in 8th place. And then below that is Troop Scoop playing Meowscarada. I don't know, Meowscarada started off strong, but it kind of petered out. Again, Troop Scoop taking 9th place, 10th place spot going to I Play Pokemans, playing Mega Sceptile Greninja. Let's take a quick look at the metagame here. I'm gonna make sure, okay. Let's take a quick look at the metagame. I wanna see what all showed up this weekend and how the win percentages kind of ended up here. So top place here and top, contender, I guess, was Suicune Baxcalibur with almost a 55% win rate. I guess kind of closer to 54. Still above 50, so it was doing pretty good there. Below that, we had Miraidon Magnezone, sub 50, not doing so hot. Hey, Mr. Ponglenus, excuse me, thank you so much, with a gifted sub as well. Congrats to Fitty Paldis. Thank you guys so much for the support, really means a lot. We do dual stream these tournaments on both Twitch and YouTube, so appreciate all the support going to either me or Maddie. It means a lot. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Thank you again for the subs. Make sure to like the stream while you're at it. Let me go back to my metagame rant here real quickly, and I'll give some more shout-outs at the end. But going down the list, we had, what else? Mega Sceptile Greninja, sub 45% win rate. Not good there. Meowscarada sitting just under 50%, 48, almost 49% win rate. not too terrible, but also not great. It started off in like 55% win rate, and it definitely kind of petered out towards the end of the tournament. Lucario sitting at almost a 55% win rate. I guess, again, closer to 54. Below that, Greninja, Sableye, Hydreigon, Sableye, both sub 50. Getting down there too, right? 44% and 40% for Hydreigon, Sableye. Not so hot. Mega Altaria, Espeon sitting at almost 70% win rate. These, like, at this point and below, it's going to start to get a little bit skewed for the numbers here, just due to the fact that there's not a lot of people playing the deck, so one person winning or one person just tanking it can drastically alter the win percentage. Or, yeah, I guess the win percentage. Below that, we had Zoroark Absol. Yay. What happened? This was the deck. It's in the dumps. Maybe too many people running Meowscarada. Maybe that's what it was. There was a wave of people playing Zoroark, then it moved into Meowscarada. What I'm surprised to see is that more people weren't playing Blaziken Greninja. It did pretty well, 60% win rate. Anything else stand out down below this? Igglybuff. Sleep Lucario is all of a sudden doing pretty good. Mega Altaria Igglybuff. It's one of my favorites. 60% win rate. One Mega Sceptile at 80% win rate. Anybody at 100 still? 100% win rate with Zoroark Mega Sableye. Who went 5-0 with this? Sleepy Pete. I'm gonna take a quick look at this deck. Sleepy Pete, one of two people going 5-0. Playing Zoroark Mega Sableye. This was the classic one. So this is the one you should be running. But I mean, obviously still a good deck going 5-0 with it. Did he dodge Meowscarada? No, he went right through it. Ran through those grass decks. He said, I ain't scared. I ain't afraid of no grass. All right. Guys, that's going to be it for the Swiss round stream. I think what I'm going to do here, guys, I think I might go hop on to... I'm going to end this stream. I'll end the delay, and I think I might kick the stream back up with maybe Pal World. I might do a little bit of Pal World. I've never played it. My brother was offering to buy the game. He said, if you go live on Twitch and Kick, I'll buy you the game. So I think we might do that. Guys, come hang out, though. My Kick is just Jay Dankus. You guys are already a part of the Twitch, so come hang out. I do have to end the stream, and I'll restart it, but I'll be live in probably a little bit here. I might get something to eat. I got to download the game. We'll get it all started up in maybe like an hour. Hopefully not even that long. We'll see how long it all takes. But thank you again, guys, for hanging out today. Thank you to the Pokémats crew. Thank you to the viewers, and especially thank you to the people that showed up and casted your games. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much again for coming and hanging out today. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. We will be back tomorrow for Top Cut. So come and hang out with us tomorrow, guys, starting at the same time. Make sure you guys are subbed up to Maddie's YouTube channel. Make sure you guys drop that follow over on the Twitch side of things. And make sure you guys are, again, followed up, get your channel points. Tomorrow, we're going to bet on the players. We're going to start running predictions, and you guys can bet on who you think is going to win. But either way, guys, make sure you guys tune in for tomorrow. This will be our last tournament before the big Mega Ray set drops. So let's see how this set ends. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. I think I am going to, like I said, since I'm ending the Twitch stream for a while, I'm going to raid somebody. But be sure to come back in like an hour or so. We're going to be playing Pal World, so come hang out. I'll see you guys in a little bit. You guys have a great rest of your afternoon. If not, I'll see you all tomorrow.
And like it's his first time really. Everyone knows